Hello and welcome to Your Employment Matters. I'm Beverly Williams and I'm here to help you navigate your career. This is for anyone who's searching for their dream job or promotion, or perhaps you're just looking to hang on to the job you have. Today's work environments are multi-generational, multi-religious, multinational, multiracial, and multi-gender identity. Add market disruptors like Amazon and Lyft, along with the addition of AI, and it's easy to see why finding and keeping a job is such a challenge. Employment success and even employment survival depend on your ability to adapt. That's why my goal for this 30-minute podcast is to first advocate embracing change and differences, and second, to encourage you to proactively assume responsibility for your career. Get your work week off to a good start by listening to Your Employment Matters every Monday. Find out how to own your career and get the best practices for making your employment matter. Hello, I'm Beverly Williams. I'm the host of Your Employment Matters. I apologize. I recorded a solo episode in August to alert listeners to the fact that I was suspending posting episodes until the first of the year. We were in the middle of transitioning to YouTube going forward and getting ready, preparing the existing episodes, over 100 episodes, to be transferred to YouTube. So it's my expectation that going forward, Your Employment Matters will be available on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and youremploymentmatters.com. Again, my apologies. Whenever there's anything technical that goes wrong, I always think it's me, and it probably was. I probably didn't do the recording the way it should have been done, and I'm probably not even doing this one the way it should be done. If this doesn't work, I'm going to get my producer to work with me so that I can send out another message, because I want you to know that we are not going away. I am committed to providing listeners with interesting, useful, helpful information about employment, because now I'd like to say more than ever, but that's not the situation. We hit these bumps in the road more frequently than we'd like. Employment is going to be a very hot topic. It already is. It will continue to be so. So now my continued goal, as I said, is to provide for your consideration my personal perspective about employment matters, and the viewpoint of my guests who are having or have had interesting employment journeys which may benefit you hearing from them. Now, employment matters that surface in pop culture, sports, wherever. We're going to be talking about them. I'm going to be talking about them. My guests will be talking about them. And going forward, after we transition to YouTube and after the first of the year, if everything goes as planned, we'll have more information for you. So now, I know these are trying times. I know a lot of people are unemployed. Their future is not looking as bright as it did, perhaps even last year or the year before. In furtherance of achieving my continued goal, we're working on a project that I'm excited about and that I hope will benefit those of you who are looking for information about employment, looking for guidance, looking for suggestions. Let me just break away for a moment. One of my godsons recently said to me, Beverly, you're seasoned. And my response was, so you're saying I'm old? And his reply surprised me. He said, when you speak, people, especially young people, listen. They pay attention. You're educated, but you don't flaunt it. You're smart. You know things. And you've got information that people need. You've got content. Please don't leave me out of your project. My godson and others of varied ages and backgrounds, life and work experiences involved in my project. I want you to remember this. Everyone has value. Everyone has a contribution to make. And we're going to be moving forward with this project. We're going to move forward collaboratively. Now, I use that word intentionally because I've noticed recently that some form of the word collaborate appears in media, appears in ads, appears in blog posts, appears on social media. It's a very commonly used word in some form. I mean, even I have written an article about collaborative law and collective bargaining, and hopefully the possibility that it will ignite a discussion about how the two might be used together to avoid labor disputes. I suggest to you that you all consider collaborating, working together toward a common goal, whether it's looking for a job, starting a business, whatever the project is. But just make sure that you're intentional and thoughtful about the people you collaborate with. You want to be someone who is sought out to work with someone because your personal brand precedes you. You're reliable, you're punctual, you do what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it. You take steps to make sure that you don't forget things. Our memories are not as good as we'd like them to be, no matter what the age. Write stuff down, refer to it so that you don't miss an appointment or an assignment, something that you made a commitment to do. It's important. That's your personal brand. I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to identify for your information and for your follow up. I'm going to tell you what the 3 C's of collaboration are: communication, coordination, and cooperation. And there's team collaboration, cross functional collaboration, community collaboration, and virtual collaboration. I suggest to you that you should Google it. See what you can find out and see how it might lead you on a path to improve your employment situation. And along the way, to the extent that there are people who might help you, thank them. Send them an email, an e-card. Thank them. You should be grateful to anyone who lends a helping hand. Take nothing for granted. They don't have to help you. I'll leave you with this note. I've said this before, I've written it before. You don't know what you don't know and why you don't know it. I want you to make contacts. I want you to establish relationships. I want you to share and acquire knowledge and information. And one last thing. If you are unemployed and having difficulty finding work, remember this. They may take your jobs, but they can't take your skills, talent, education, and knowledge. As I said, college isn't for everyone, but marketable skills are essential. Think about AI and what AI won't be able to do, and see if you can fashion a career forward with that in mind. Consider building trades, plumbers, electricians, masonry workers. Think about it. Anything that I've left out, all these are viable options and they make good money. Provide the quality of service that establishes your reputation so that potential clients and customers seek you out. Remember, when one door closes, another one opens. Please stay tuned. I may be making more solo postings, but until next time. Thanks for listening to Your Employment Matters with Beverly Williams. If you found this podcast helpful, please subscribe and leave a review. I truly appreciate your support, and that helps other listeners find the podcast. If you have a comment, question, or suggestion, you can reach me at bawilliams@youremploymentmatters.com. My book, Get the Job Done, is available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com. Please join me again next week. Until then, remember to embrace change and differences.
This podcast is part of the Sound Advice FM network. Sound Advice FM, women's voices amplified.